Hi friends, and guess who's back from the dead? It's me. I'm only kidding. It's actually really great to be back and making YouTube videos. I know it's been a while. It's probably been more than a year since I said I will be back, and here I am. I'm finally back. Hopefully this will be something that I do consistently every week, if not every 2 weeks. I don't know, I'm not making any promises, but all I know that is that I am back finally. Yay, I know a lot of you been waiting. Anyway, I really hope that you're all doing really well. You had some time to rest, all the festivities and all the fun stuff. So what we're doing today is I wanted to do let's say a passion project. I'm gonna show you how I get some inspiration and how I come about with my ideas and what we're gonna come up with. So let me show you all of that and let's get into this video. Yay! Finally. At some point you can hear something dripping, right? It's not rain. Well, technically it is rain. It's actually that little thing, which probably looks like a mushroom, but it's supposed to be a cloud dripping water, so it's making like rain sound. It's a really good thing. It's on Amazon. It's called Cloud Aroma Diffuser or something like that. I just wanted to have it there because it looks nice. Anyway, so getting back to the video. I haven't done a passion project in a while. I've recently finished doing 2 projects for clients, which one is already posted and it's an arcade, and the other one will be posted later on when I finally do content for the rest of January, because I really don't like doing content because it's so time consuming, but sometimes I love it and then sometimes I really hate it, and then sometimes I get bored, and then I'm such a perfectionist, it takes me so long to do certain things, which hopefully I will be working on this year. Stop being such a perfectionist, because it just takes time and nobody got time for that. Let's start with this, right? You want to do a passion project, right? And you're thinking like, where can I get some ideas from? Or what should I do? Everyone's doing these cool, fun passion projects, and you're like how the hell am I supposed to do that? You can either go on Instagram and go on different accounts. There are a lot of different Instagram accounts with fun briefs that come out every week. I can list some down below for you if you want to check it out and you want to do that. That's fine. I remember when I started my design journey, that is what I did. I think I did it for like, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 months. Like day to day, I did like brief after brief after brief, which then gave me a lot of content, so then I could post it throughout the week. So if I did, say I did a brief this week, then I would have a lot of content to post throughout the week, and then that's how my community and followers grew, and that's how I've learned a lot of skills and a lot of things. So it's always a really good thing. So basically for my passion project, sometimes I write down in my notes, like if I see a really nice or cool sort of name, and then I'm thinking like maybe I could use that for a passion project that I'm gonna do, or that if I haven't done like a project, say like a passion project or like a client project that is, say like a coffee bar or something, in like a really long time, and sometimes I'm thinking like, oh, that would be so cool to do. So you know, I'm always writing down the ideas in my notes, in my notebook, in my sketchbook, anywhere I can, and then coming back when I have free time, when I want to create something. We as designers need to, like, you know, sit down and do absolutely nothing for a while, but there's also times where we just want to be creating something, but creating for yourself, not for anybody else, not for your likes, engagement, reach, not for your followers. It's for you, because you want to be creative, you want to express yourself, because I feel like doing passion projects is really how you express yourself. Well, this is how I feel anyway. I'm always expressing myself, I'm always doing something. When I post in my head, like, I don't care what other people gonna think. Like, you know, if someone's gonna put a hateful comment, that's fine, that's on them. They are probably just hating because they are not able to do something that you are able to do. So for me, I'm expressing myself. I really don't mind what people are saying. Put something out there, what I want to put out there, you know? And that this is how you should be feeling as well. This is just me going off topic right now. As you can see, I've got some projects that I wanted to work on. So I got bakery, coffee shop, sweet shop, decor, sushi, maybe a motel, because I had like this really, really cool name. I'm not gonna say it. Maybe you'll see it in my future projects on Instagram or maybe YouTube, I don't even know. So I picked out a bakery because I feel like I haven't done a bakery in a while. So the bakery would be like get your morning coffee and just something to snack on. And I feel like I haven't done it in a while and I wanted to do it. When I was thinking about this, I was like, right, I need to get some sort of different inspiration. So I wanna get inspiration from somewhere else. And I'm gonna show you. I got inspiration from here. This is a magazine and it's from, look, oh my God, I love that. Look how cool that is. Right, so this magazine is from Type 1. They got some beautiful, beautiful magazines over there, and there's plenty. There's a lot of beautiful, beautiful inspiration of Type, and I've seen a lot of people buy it from there and stuff, but it's awesome. So what we're gonna do for this passion project, I kind of went through the magazine and I was like, right, let me see if I can find some inspiration. Instead of using Pinterest, you know, we always use Pinterest or Behance. That is perfectly fine, but sometimes I feel like I get so tired of it. Like, it's so boring for me sometimes. And I feel like I'm always seeing the same things, and I kind of want to, you know, just see something different. Maybe something will catch my eye and then I'll get some ideas flowing in my head. You know, I was flicking through and I kind of marked a few pages what I like. What catches my eye is either illustration, colors, maybe some cool typography. You know, this was something I was focusing on. So what I liked about it, letters were different. So that means that we would have to use different fonts and pick out different letters to create like a logo suite. Would be really, really cool. This would give us some modern vibe, but then also it could be attracting Gen Z and us millennials. I hope I'm a millennial. I don't even know, to be honest, at this point. But I thought in my head that our target audience could be Gen Z and millennials, because there's a lot of us out there. And I thought this could really reach potentially us both. Potentially. Obviously, it's not for everyone's taste, but for people that, you know, like on TikTok, which TikTok is it's a big thing right now. It could really catch TikTok's audience. So Gen Z, millennial, possibly. I don't know. It's just a passion project, guys. Don't kill me for that. This will be our main focus. Then let's hop on Pinterest. I'm gonna show you on Pinterest what things that I sort of was looking at and what was kind of inspiring me and what we could use as inspiration. Okay, so before telling you guys what is the name of our passion project, I don't want to say it just yet. There aren't a lot of images because I kind of already had an idea in my head. I've seen a lot of designers and a lot of branding projects that kind of have this sort of style. So I wanted to try and do a different style to what I usually always do with my work, and kind of wanted to do this like sort of doodle look. I don't even know, can we call it a doodle? We're gonna call it a doodle. And I really like this idea. This is sort of like hand drawn, but it's like there are no straight lines and it's just, you know, off-white color and black, which I really like. Because also for the project, I wasn't sure what colors I wanted to use because I thought I might just keep it black and white. I also liked this. This was pretty cool. And I also really, really liked this as well. I know this is like a poster, like a print that you can get. Bed and Branch Social Club. And this is sort of hand-drawn, no sort of lines. And I thought just combine that logo, random letters with like doodle illustrations, no straight lines, nothing is perfect, and into one, and see what we can create. Kind of got stuck there. Also, I want to show you another thing where I got my inspiration from. I don't have it with me, bear with me a second. I'm just gonna get that book. Okay, so I'm back, and as most of you know, seen on my profile, or maybe you've seen it on Counterprint Books, this is where the book is from. They got some really, really cool graphic design books. If you don't already know them, please check them out. It's awesome. This is not sponsored at all. I bought it with my own money and I loved it. It's my favorite book. It's basically called Mascot, and it looks something like this. Basically what this book has, there's loads of branding projects. I don't even know how to show you. I'm gonna do like a close-up for you guys so you can see. There's a lot of beautiful branding projects that all include a mascot or some sort of illustrations, and It just looks so nice, and it's plenty of inspiration for any project for you guys to see what's out there. And also got inspiration from this book. This is inspiration as well. I really like the way it's simple, using two colors, black and white, sort of doodling, a doodle moment, I don't know. And then there was another one that I really enjoyed, which is the same Cafeteria, but it just has this massive coffee cup. It says takeaway with some beautiful typography, just what it looks like with mock-ups as well. And so these are basically the inspirations we're going to be using for our project. So to make things quicker, and so we're not sitting here watching this video the next 3 hours, I've got a name for our passion project, which is a morning snack. Simple, and it says what it does. And I already kind of chose a lot of different fonts that I liked, that I thought could be randomized, that we could work on and just create something just like in the inspiration that I showed you guys earlier. And I really like the different fonts. I really like this one. This is called HWT Mod. I don't know if I'm pronouncing this correctly. Don't kill me because I'm not English. I can't even pronounce anything. I can't even speak English half the time. And then I like this one. Well, you know, I don't even know. This is cool. This is the M that caught my eye, and I really thought this could be the main letter. This is Gorka. Do you know what? I'm not even gonna try and pronounce these names because this is ridiculous, right, guys? Right? You know, these are beautiful fonts, and we're just gonna leave it at that because this is ridiculous. So this is what I had so far. So I've chose that beautiful M letter. I really like the way they all randomized and they all using different letters from different fonts basically. After customizing some letters, this is what we have so far. This is what we had before and this is what we had after. I can still see this is sort of like a sharp edge, but it's not as smooth as this one because I didn't want to have it the same. It kind of smoothed around just a little bit. If we zoom in, we can see that it's kind of smoothed out. So we worked on the M letter, then we changed a bit of the O, made some bigger, some smaller, made certain edges longer, and then we kind of smoothed certain letters as well. So that was kind of the process, and this is what we have so far. So now what we need to do is we need to create a, say, secondary font. So I'm just gonna group that and that together, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to copy and paste this. We're gonna do it like this. So our secondary logo is gonna look something like this. I think it's just very simple, nothing too extraordinary, because let's just talk about the fact that the letters are like all different and we just don't want to have anything too much so it doesn't look right basically. Okay, so we have our secondary logo. Now let's make a submark. I think what I'm gonna do with the submark, I already had this in my head. I'm just gonna ungroup these. I'm gonna take the M letter, I'm gonna take the S letter, so morning and snack, those two letters. What we're gonna do is I'm just gonna get, look how nicely they just fit together, and there's nothing much we need to do apart from fix that little corner where we can see this sharp edge here. Then we can make it so it's like disappears together with the letter, but we can work on that a lot later. Now we can leave it like this, or we can add something else. I am just going to do something I had in mind. Now I think I'm gonna add a little circle, and now what that did, it just added something different. So like now our submark looks completely different. It looks like, why is the dot there? People could be thinking like, oh, that just added something that looks different. And for me, the dot really could represent a lot of things. So this could be like coffees, you know, when you spill your coffee and it's like on the counter, on your napkin, anywhere on a table. This could also be a, say, a cup from bird eye view, or it could just be simply a dot. Whatever you think this is, whatever it represents to you, this is what we're gonna leave it at. Okay, for me it represents that I spilled my coffee. Great, another coffee spilled. So we can have those two options. There's nothing wrong with that. And sometimes when you're working with client projects and you create a submark or maybe brand marks or maybe other logo variations, you don't have to just present one option. You can present all of the options that you think look good and that you think the brand could benefit from. So I create one brand mark, a sub-mark or brand mark, and then sometimes I create like 3 more options. So this could be added element taken away, a different color or something, and I present them to clients, and then they can choose if they like them, if they don't like them. And I always export it so that the client has an option later on if they want to use those options that I have created. So don't be scared when you create in and you have like tons of different options. Obviously don't send all of them. Please pick out the best ones. There could be up to, I don't know, 4 or 5 maybe, but don't send 10, don't send 20, because that is just too much, and I'm sure client doesn't need that many. Okay, so we got this, and this is what we're gonna sort of work with. Oh, I also just had an idea. What if we have also another option from our submark, that if we copy and paste this one here, and it's like 2 dots just here, and I think I'm just going to put that just right here, maybe a little bit closer, something like this. There we go. That looks great. So now we have options, and you know, we can choose whichever we want to choose in that certain area that we're gonna work with. I kind of like, I'm digging this. It's kind of looking cool. Does it look like our inspiration? Kind of does. I mean, it's our own way. We did it in our own way. We don't want to copy completely. We want to create something cool. So the next thing that I would like to do is probably create some sort of illustrations. Do we create a mascot? I'm not sure, but let's just see what we can come up with. I've created some illustrations off screen, so we're not here for, like I said, 3 hours watching me create. And I wanted to do a cup, a mug, I don't know what we're gonna call it, like full of coffee. Basically the idea with me and these illustrations were that I just drew from my head, and then I went on to sort of Pinterest, and then I looked at different illustrations that Pinterest had, and you know, on our Pinterest board that I showed you earlier, I will insert a quick video of me drawing these couple of these illustrations, so you kind of see the process. Basically the idea with me and these illustrations were that I just drew from my head, and then I went on to sort of Pinterest, and then I looked at different illustrations that Pinterest had, and you know, on our Pinterest board that I showed you earlier, and so I picked out what I wanted. So I wanted like a coffee bean, probably like a coffee cup, and then I also used different little legs to see if this would work a lot better. So then I had an idea of maybe like a flowing cup, so like it's something like, you know, like aliens, UFOs would be dragging you up in the air. So I thought maybe this cup could be just like going up into the mystic UFOs, basically. So I need still to work on this. Then, as you can see, I took that same mug, and then I drew this hand holding the cup, like we saw an example on our Pinterest board, and then I did like a quick hand-drawn star. I did like a bread. I don't know why I did bread. I don't know why I did bread. I did bread. I just know that I drew a bread for no apparent reason, but we're gonna have bread in this passion project. We're gonna have bread. I'll work on this behind the camera, so you guys not watching me here for 5 hours. What we're gonna do now is I didn't really want to use many colors. I don't really want to use a lot of colors at all. So I was thinking that maybe we should be just having black and white, because I feel like that looks nice, and I've not really ever did a project that I only use black and white because I like my colors bold. What we're gonna do is let's take our logos that we have created and let's see how they work on black. Copy paste, make it white, and let's just see what they look like. Looks good. I think it looks a lot better than it does them being black and on white. So we got this one. That's pretty cool. So we got our logo suite. I think this is what we're gonna have for now. Let's make that group. Are we gonna be reaching Gen Z? I don't know. Hopefully, let's hope so. Are we gonna be reaching millennials? It's a coffee place. I'm sure we will. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So I'm thinking I wanna pick out some illustrations that I think should be in our branding. So I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna copy, paste that here. I'm gonna make the stroke white, and then make sure that this is white, and then I'm gonna just turn off the stroke and leave it like that. I really like this random star that I drew. I'm gonna put that here. Really want to incorporate that star somewhere. I feel like it just works. Let's just have some options. You know what? Let's do some options. Okay, so we have created a primary logo, secondary logo, then we got a submark, and then we had a few illustrations that we could work on. We had a color palette, which is just black and white. I am not going to be working on any mock-ups because I feel like way, I will show you what it looks like in my Instagram post and also at the end of this video. I just wanted to show you today that you can literally take inspiration from anything and create your own logo, brand mark, and just get inspired by anything. Anyway, I am so glad I managed to film. Finally, this video has been such a long time and it feels so good to be back and talking to you guys and just being behind the camera and showing you how I think and how you can think and how you can create some cool things just by looking at images. Just simple as that. So I really hope you got inspired and I really hope you learned something today. Like, subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in my next YouTube video. Bye guys!